Good morning, folks, comic book collectors or other nerds that may be checking out the channel. I appreciate you all. Today I have my coffee. I have my order of new books. I have some eBay books. And I also have this package from Mski. 361, I believe is the numbers. I didn't even look it up before this, so hopefully. If not, link will be in the description below. Make sure you check out Brian. He is one of my good friends here in the community. We've been met before in person, even though we live in the same state. It's so far away. Wish we could meet up more. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this. I think I'm going to start, actually, you know what? We'll do the new books, then I'll do Mski's package, then I'll do what I bought on eBay. All right, so one trade in my new book haul this month, we have Something's Killing the Children. Trade paperback 9. This collects issues 41 through 45. I've only read the first 3 volumes of Something is Killing the Children, and I freaking love it. Definitely need to read more, but I'm missing trade number 6 and 8 or something, and then I'll be able to read it all the way through up till that one. I just keep forgetting that I need them, and I don't purchase them, so I think there'll be an in-stock trades haul or order here eventually. Without further ado, we're going to get into the new books. I'm flirting with the idea of cutting my pull list down to 10 books and just buying trades. It's really hard to say no to all the money with the absolutes right now, so I might just drop them and read them online and that kind of stuff, because I could sell them and put a lot of money back into my Batman collection or filling in my Hulk or Fantastic Four, Daredevil runs, or anything really. It's just a nice, or actually there's another collection that I'm eyeballing, so I may sell those towards that. So we'll see. Anyway, first up, I've been buying all these Poison Ivy books, number 41. I just picked my favorite cover. Haven't read a single story. I talk about it every time I get a haul, but it's something I want to check out. I want to read, so once I think I do cut the pull list back, it might be one that I start reading digitally. Because I'm thinking about cutting the pull list and then renewing my DC subscription and Marvel subscription, Marvel Unlimited, and the heck's the DC one? DC Infinite or something? I don't remember. So I can just read Marvel and DC new releases as they come out, and then indies I'll buy trades for. Action Comics. It's just, throwback stories, I believe, to Clark Kent back in Smallville, his first couple of years as Superboy. Mark Waid doing stories. It's pretty fun. Absolute Wonder Woman annual number 1. I absolutely love Absolute Wonder Woman, but like I said, it's hard to turn down the money that these are going for. So I'm excited to read this, and I'll keep reading it digitally when that time comes. Next up, an event that I've actually I've enjoyed quite a bit, DCKO. Basically, the superheroes are fighting against each other in a tournament style to see who gets the Omega power to be able to take out Darkseid when he returns. Pretty cool. Obviously, Darkseid's the villain, so you're kind of seeing the progression to his return as well throughout. So I won't spoil much there. Green Lantern, a book that I will probably drop. Unfortunately, I do love it, and I will keep reading it online. Infernal Hulk, number 4. I haven't read 3 yet, so I don't really remember what's going on in this series. I know Hulk and Banner are now separate entities. It's interesting. A book I'm super stoked is coming out. This one I might still read. Benjamin Piercy doing The Punisher number 1. I'm excited to have Frank Castle back with the skull on his chest, laying down some vigilante law. Superman 35. It's got a tie-in to DCKO. Speaking of tie-ins, The Terrific 10 Part 5 of Justice League Unlimited. This book will probably get dropped. I'm thinking about just keeping my Bat books, Amazing Spider-Man, Hulk, Fantastic Four, and if a Daredevil book drops. Detective, which I don't know if it did or not, and Punisher. I'll keep Punisher. 1106. Absolute Wonder Woman 17. Is that Giganta? Absolute Giganta's here now. That's cool. So that's fun. Batgirl 16. This book will stay too if I drop titles. Love Cassie Kane. I'm really excited to have that. DCKO Boss Battle. I think this is a one-shot. We have Nightfall. Or not Nightfall. Night Fight. Basically, Batman stuck in a dream sequence. He's fighting his former Robins in alternate universes where they step into the Batman cowl. So, and he kind of gets to see, you know, what it would be like if they were Batman. Next up, we have last month's 2 issues of ASM, 21 and 22. I'm hoping Peter gets back on Earth here soon. Normie Spidey's getting kind of annoying. Batman number 6. Monster Smash. Feel like Fraction's just starting to kind of get his legs in this run, so we'll see where he goes with it. Titans 32. This is the one that I may also keep because I do collect a crap ton of Teen Titans books. I'll at least keep those issues and maybe fill it in the dollar bins later. I'm not sure. Nightwing will never go either. Favorite character. Sick cover. Who did this cover? Dexter Soy. Dexter Soy, who actually does the interiors as well. It's just a really nice cover. Fantastic Four, number 8, The Invisible Woman, part 3. Some Malice action. Absolute Batman 17. Poison Ivy's here. I'm so excited. One of my top Batman villain, anti-hero, you know, characters. Green Lantern Corps, another book that I would be sad to lose, but again, I can read it digitally. And then Batman and Robin. I'm just kind of sick of paying, you know, like $100 a month for all these issues, and then 3 months later, you can find half of them in the dollar bins. It's just like not worth it to me anymore. As much as I want to support new books, I think the subscription might be how I do it. All right. So now we'll get into the package from Mski. Brian, the man. I'm not entirely sure what this is for. Maybe there'll be information inside. I don't know if it's like an AOK or there was talk of doing prizes in the Fantasy Football League this year. So I don't know if that's part of it. No note. So my guess is this is either just an AOK or prizes, like I said. Oh. I suck. I'm sorry, I looked at them. First up, Uncanny X-Men 208. Just a gorgeous cover on this. Holy cow. John Romita Jr., one of my favorite artists. I just like the colors. It's not so much for the pencils. It's just like the color scheme on it. They're very light detailed on the characters, but just the overall color scheme, it really pops. So I'm really pleasantly surprised to have that. This book here, Avengers 234, I have like 3 copies of this book. This is one of my favorite Scarlet Witch covers, to be honest. I just like how she's like manipulating all the Avengers here. The Season of the Witch. It's pretty cool. Somebody wrote their name on it. Al Milgrom, pretty underrated artist in my opinion from back in the day. And then these were in there. These are going to be perfect to fill in some holes on the friggin' Batman run. So here's 304. And 306. So 2 checked off my goal for this year, trying to get the 300s done. So thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate that. I got some books coming your way soon. I'll probably return them in that mailer. We'll keep sending that back and forth. I don't know if that's the one I sent you not too long ago too. But yeah, it's awesome. I'm really happy. Thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate that. I've been looking for deals on filling these books in, and 2 of them off the list. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Again, go check out Mski. We've been doing this for a while, over a decade now. 12, 13 years, I think, maybe more, maybe 14 now. I started in 2013. I don't remember when Brian started watching. It's pretty close to then, though. So, yeah, about 13 years of Brian and I communicating about books and doing other stuff, talking sports, talking life. Happy to have you as a friend, buddy. Thank you so much. Like I said, I got those Daredevil and Fantastic Four books that you wanted coming your way soon. So next up, we're going to get into my eBay haul. When I'm bored, I just scroll ending soon auctions, and I end up sniping this nice 4.5-ish copy of Batman 228. It was $1 with $5 shipping. So $6 for a 25 center from 1971 to add to the collection. So super happy to find that. Anytime I find any sort of Batman books for especially this era, for less than $10, I try to snipe them. Usually I don't win, but this one nobody bid on. I think it was because the seller described it as a VF plus. Not even close. I think he meant to put VG plus, and he hit the F because that's what I got it as a VG plus. So pretty happy to add that to the collection. Oh, shout outs to Philobox Comics. That dude's got to have some freaking giant hands, dude. He palms Golden Age books. Crazy. And then next up, I found a lot on eBay. I paid $2 plus $5.79 shipping. So it was after tax, because you have to pay tax on pretty much everything nowadays. It was $8 for all these books. This was the only book imaged, Justice League 32. It was the only book imaged in the haul, or on the eBay page, and there's kind of a description of about half of these books, and then half of these weren't even in the description. So I thought I was getting I don't know, I think it was 13 books or something for $8. And I was I'm taking a chance. It's ending soon. Why not? And I ended up getting a huge stack of books. So I am very happy about it. And something that's also interesting about this is a lot of these books are newsstands. So this guy was buying his books off the newsstand, which is awesome. Here's a 32 of, like I said, Justice League America, the Giffen and DeMatteis run. We got issue 26 from that run as well in a newsie. JLA 51, and all these books are actually really nice. Not all of them. You're gonna see some that are a little worse for wear, but a lot of these are actually pretty nice. Action Comics 877. I don't think there's many keys in here, but still pretty cool. This isn't anything that I really care about. Manhunter 17, but it's a nice Batman cover. Manhunter 28. Again, another Batman cover. That one's direct. The other one was a newsie. This is the DC Universe Holiday Bash 2, 1998 special Scott McDaniel cover, newsstand. If you watch my Daredevil haul, you know I'm a big Scott McDaniel fan. So I'm excited to add that to the collection without even realizing what it was. Who did this cover? I can't read it. But yeah, I didn't really do much, research on these books. But here's Special Origins. No, not Special, Secret Origins. Jeez, I'm an idiot. Featuring Batman versus the Mud Pack, newsstand, issue 44, September 1989. I really like the cover. It's just really cool. Again, a few cents a piece on these. Well, not a few cents, but less than 50 cents a piece on these, and I'm pretty stoked. This is a Brian Bolland cover. This is staying in the collection. It's an oversized It's not a newsstand, but it's the Secret Origin Special #1 here with Penguin, Two-Face, and the Riddler. I think I have this as a poster. I have a poster of this from Brian Boland's poster book. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Happy to have that. There was doubles here of this Two-Face Showcase 93 special, #7. I think I already have a copy of this, so those will end up in a Batman show at some point. I do not have a copy of this one. This is Showcase #8 of 12 Two-Face. So, pretty happy to have that. We have a relatively rough copy of Batman Giant #4. I mean, it's rough for a new book. Probably like fine condition. Just a nice cover, though. Poison Ivy featured Catwoman, Batgirl, Nightwing, Batman, and Superman with Harley Quinn. 4 action-packed adventures, so pretty cool. I'm excited to have that. I didn't get any of these Walmart Giants, but still pretty cool to get. This was just kind of in there. It's actually in pretty nice condition, too. Oversized Jim Starlin cover, Batman Family #20. Pretty cool. Dollar Comics. Legends #4. I have this complete mini. We got the 1988 Christmas with the Superheroes newsstand. So that's pretty awesome. Just a nice cover here. Do we have any? I don't see a cover signature, so I don't even want to begin to guess on who this is. I did it, but pretty awesome. Happy to have it. This is a book I own. I own a better condition copy of. This is the book that led me to bid on the lot. So what I saw in the lot was basically it described some of the books, and it said Batgirl #1. So I was like, shh, I really hope it's the Cassandra Cain Batgirl #1. But I'll take pretty much any Batgirl #1, even if it's, the Brian Miller Batgirl #1 with Stephanie Brown, that run. If it's the Batgirl Special #1, which is what it ended up being. It's a newsstand copy of the Batgirl Special #1. I believe this released shortly after The Killing Joke. It's kind of like the last solo Batgirl story with Babs as Batgirl for a while. Mike Mignola cover. It's a newsie, which is cool. I haven't checked to see if any of these are Mark Jewelers, but this one doesn't appear to be. But yeah, pretty happy to have it. And then I didn't even check to see if I needed these or not, but we got a few new Titans issues, starting with #60, Lonely Place of Dying. This is I definitely have this book. I don't know about the next two. I have this whole story arc. #59. This is the Wolfman and Perez. Still writing the new Titans. With Tom Gromit doing most of the pencil work. And issue 58. So yeah, happy to fill in some holes by accident. Those weren't even listed in the description that I remember of, but let's see, how many books was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 books. 20 books for $8. All DC. Goodness. I'm going to keep probably half of them into the PC, and the other ones will just get funneled into inventory. But yeah, I'm stoked. Absolutely ecstatic to get these. So I took a chance, and I think I won. I didn't get anything crazy. I didn't pay $8 and I'll be able to flip this for like $30 or anything. But I think I'll be able to get $8 back on it and be able to keep a few books. So super happy about that. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking it out. I'm going to try to keep this at 20 minutes. It's going to be a couple seconds over. But I appreciate you guys watching. I don't know what's going to be coming next. I do want to get back down to the comic store that's doing the 50% off sale before that's over. They extended it through March. I meant to go back a couple weeks ago, but things happen, weather and stuff prevented it. But yeah, so I will have another big haul coming soon. Until then, it'll be if I buy anything else online in between now and the time I get to do that. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Check out Mski. I really appreciate those books, man. I'm happy to add those Batmans to the run. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you then. Bye. Have a good one.